Hello everyone, welcome to your daily card reading for November 11th, 2014. So I think today, I think I'm going to do a 5-card spread, the past, present, future again, and healing card and overall message card. And I don't know about everyone else's life, but mine is very bizarre right now, very interesting. And there's a story with the chickens, and I had a sudden death with the chicken, King Midas, and the girl who was going to interview me, who's actually from the United States, she lives here, and we canceled because of the rain, but I don't think she got my message. She was supposed to meet a girl in the meantime, and so she was on her way to her friend's house to come here, and she got into a car accident and died. So it was very interesting with the King Midas, with his death also. And so I am gonna do I did get final donation, so everything is covered for the chickens, and I had been meaning to bring the chickens to the monastery and give it to the monks. So I will do that before I go, and I'll tell the story again in the detail, and then just the meaning that I found in that when I do that. And I'll also do the slideshow of this area, because I wanted to do that also. It'll probably be maybe about a week before I get that done, because I have a girl coming from Italy to take care of my chickens, and so I'm gonna spend a little time with her, and then she's gonna do the chickens for 5 days before I go, but I'll still be here, so it's like, I'll train her for 5 days, but I'll have extra time so I can go and get the last video done, and then do the slideshow of where I live, and then I'll be off to Australia, and you guys can see Australia as well, and I'll do the daily readings when I'm in Australia, just not the chicken oracle. But I'll get the monthly show out. I guess I span like 2 months with 1 month, but the kids and family show, and I will put a lot of light to it, and I want to turn it all around, and I'm just really still understanding the whole thing, and there is a lot of light in it. So I want to talk about all that, and then just do a slideshow of this area that I live in, because there's amazing people who live here, and it's a beautiful area, and it's a special place that I live. And I'm going to Australia, which will be great because I've never been there, but I have to say I'd be just as happy with a vacation 2 weeks here, because it is really beautiful here, and so many amazing places to go visit and everything. And it's hard when you're working and you're living to be able to be on vacation all the time, but this is a very special place. So anyway, many blessings to Emily, who just passed away. And she's from the United States, from California. She grew up in San Diego. So anyway, now I'm going to do, the card reading, the 5-card spread, and tree magic signifying card. Okay, so we have growth, the sweet chestnut tree, and it says, with maternal nurturing, plans and wishes meet with fruition that is as sweet as a nut. Da Vinci 2 times. Okay, so for the past, we have not really fitting in, or having a fitting problem, feeling left out, or not feeling the belonging as you would like. And this is about really connecting to your roots and to your genetics and to your personality and your behavior and your background based on who you are and where you come from. And even connecting to your physical appearance, anything genetic. I find, I find my dynamics are very similar on like a online class that no one can see who I am versus a class where people can see who I am. But I think there is a little bit of a difference between the two. But it's mostly the same. I think it's more based on personality, but people will focus on, if they can see your physical, they'll focus on the physical, even though it really never has anything to do with the physical. As I'd say, I have the same dynamics, pretty much. Yeah, I would say I have the same dynamics with people who can't see me and people who can see me. And everyone who can see me will blame my physical, or kind of put it superficially on me, whereas it happens anyway. And so it really has to do more with our essence, our who we are and where we come from. And there is a part of us that's not of this physical world. It's not of our parents or of our cultural background, but a lot of it is embedded in that. So maybe you can even go beyond that and see your unique place within your cultural roots and your cultural background. But overall, this is about really identifying with who you are, what your roots are, your core sense of belonging, and then how that relates to the world, and then kind of having your strength and who you are and what makes you you in your roots and in your uniqueness, and being that and understanding that in terms of why other people might be superficially using judgments, or superficially, going after this or that. And it's interesting, I would say, I see this I'm like an extreme person. I'm an extremist, and my energy just walking into a room just makes everything swirl, or shifts things, or changes things, or whatever. And I'm saying that this is true for everyone. I just notice it very dramatically, but it's true of everybody. People know you without talking to you, without knowing you. People know everyone, and I have to say that's true of my sense of everybody else. It's like you can get a person's aura, you can get their vibe, you can get their mystery, their I don't know, it's like their spirit. You can see it, you can feel it, you can sense it. So this is about just knowing who you are and what you are contributing to the world and what makes you you, and being okay with that, and really embracing that in your interactions with other people that might cause them to want to leave you out, or marginalize you, or make you feel like you're not one of the group, or you're not in the clique or something. And that's okay. You don't have to be in the clique. It's probably not your clique, and that's okay. But it's just to be okay with that, whatever you're not fitting in with, and just having your strength in that. So this is the past position. So this is really kind of like the last day or two. And then we move into the present tense, which has to do with Da Vinci, which is, Da Vinci, I'm sure that guy felt left out. He was a loner. All these people that did so much in the world, they were loners. And Da Vinci, he totally was social. Also, he interacted with tons of people and dabbled in millions of different types of lines of work and different social groups. He was the Renaissance man, so he was well-rounded in all sorts of things, and really explored all his creative adventures and talents and lived them out and expressed himself. So this is where we're at right now, where right now it's like whatever was make us feel left out, I feel like we have embraced it, and that's what this is about, embracing that. So this is like we've been embracing this part of ourselves that needs to be expressed, our inner self, our very unique personality and everything. And now in the present tense, we're creating with that. We're building. We're expressing it. We're making things in the physical world, and really living our life to the fullest, where we are actually producing things and putting ourselves out there. And then in the future, we have Da Vinci with you, and this was like the most beautiful devotion and loyalty and companionship, where they did everything together. I've never, in all of my chicken history, seen a couple this close with each other. They did everything together, and they were always together and really loyal to each other and devoted, and they represent a relationship that lasts a lifetime, and no matter what, they're always there for each other and really provide for each other and commit to each other, and just have this really solid partnership that lasts forever and is very strong and powerful, that people can't interfere with that or break it. They're people who last a lifetime and beyond, just souls that go together and they stay together. So that's our future here. So I don't know if this is someone coming in or just someone that we're reuniting with, but this really has to do with this powerful companionship. And then our healing card is about divine birthing. It's about things coming together through the universe, things working themselves out, like all the right elements, all the right timing, just kind of the magic of the world. And actually, I have to say, even though I just spoke about kind of a tragic event, there was a lot of magic around that, and that's what kind of made it interesting. I've almost lost my life a few times, and the people I was going to see, or the things that were a part of it, that was part of the magic too. And so I'm honored that I was a part of the magic of her transition. But beyond that, I have some other things going on in my life right now that are very bizarre and very weird. There's just a lot of auspicious things going on right now, and synchronicities and exact timings in events and things coming together. Very strange. And so this is just the way divine birthing happens, when all of these really bizarre, like what, small world, like ironic, really can't believe it type things that all come together at the same time. And all these, you know, it's about elements, it's about timing, but it's, I don't know, it's even more fine-tuned than that, but it's like this orchestra of the universe, you know, that is giving birth to something. It's like a moving, powerful thing that works through many different aspects of nature and really makes what seems impossible so fine-tuned and possible. So that's our healing, is recognizing the deeper meaning of things in the synchronicities and kind of the messages in it, but also the birthing process. I mean, that's what Birdie Baby is something coming into the world that is, you know, beyond all of us that we can be a part of. But the message is always, when something like that happens, it's very important to listen to the universe as it's giving birth. So, and then that can be used later, you know, those birthing stories for more birthing. So anyway, then we have our final message card, which is Amma, which is the Queen Mother. And she provides for everybody, and she really takes care in the physical world and redistributes things and makes sure everyone's cared for, and says, you know, oh, no, you can't take that from that person, you got to give that back, or you know, okay, you have a lot and this person doesn't have any, you can share a little bit, you know, just kind of redistribution. And then also providing for people psychologically and spiritually, and just being like a sanctuary for people. And then as well, being able to have the ability to provide financially, or you know, in terms of material needs. Maybe it's not financial, but you know, just materially also. So really somebody who takes care in all ways, takes someone under their wing when they need a place to go. So, and again, it's the sweet chestnut tree growth, and it says, with maternal nurturing, plans and wishes meet with fruition that is as sweet as a nut. And yeah, it does seem like we're kind of getting our bearings on our life and ourself here, and then you know, really expressing ourselves and being that, and then finding our partnership and commitments. And then we have this overall birthing thing going on with something beyond us that involves us, but it's beyond us. And then we have also this ability to provide for people, which is great. You know, I mean, you know, like I said, it doesn't really have to be financial. I mean, I can't really provide financially for people, but people can come to my house and enjoy my chickens, you know, and that's like a physical thing I'm providing for someone, or, you know, something like that. So anyway, it is a growth reading. That's what it's talking about. So I guess it does seem kind of, I don't know, a little bit general here, but yeah, I mean, this is specific, kind of moving into this place, and then this overall something coming in and us providing, and I guess I'd say that the whole growth process is really in the very beginning seeds. Maybe it's that sweet nut. It says the fruition that is as sweet as a nut, and I want to say that we're in the sweet nut stage, because of this healing that we're going through right now, but also because of you know, our place for sanctuary for someone. This seems like a message of rest, stillness and communion with others. And then the future card is also communion with others, but it seems like we're moving really strongly in our roots and our gifts and our abilities, our sense of self into our expression here. And then we have this companionship coming in, and then, you know, we can provide. We have this pause here, and then this divine birthing kind of being the healing beyond everything. The healing is always something, power beyond everything, kind of orchestrating things. So, seems like the sweet chestnut tree is in the seed stage, but you know, there's the promises of growth, and it's just the beginning. So we have the whole life of the tree to go, and trees live a long time. So as long as no horrible things happen, but trees, you know, have that long life and strength to persevere through the seasons and everything. So anyway, I hope everyone got what they needed out of this today, and I will see you again tomorrow. Thanks a lot.